Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team.
Okay, I was just making sure this shit, because I got the headphones on. Making sure this shit was playing all right.
As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
I got a new controller.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Oregon State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Beavers get enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Beavers are on the move. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And
I'm glad I did that because I pressed the wrong button like a motherfucker.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback land. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard
They bringing out Kevin Durant to Houston, huh?
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out.
Yeah, they should have been adding instead of taking away. Like Durant, alright, but he on his declining years. What are you gonna trade him for? You bring him in here to help with Jay.
Jesse is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks are going to make sure that they are locked in.
Yes, all
not
right.
throwing the ball near those guys.
But yeah, trade.
They go to the ground. Now they've got breathing room.
We know we need Dre out here. I wouldn't mind seeing her at the grocery store.
Right. With Dre and Tiana Taylor, Tiana Trump.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And
Good defense. That's why I fuck with this boy. I need to change his. Need to change his first name to Gimme.
You're trailing very early in the game.
Last name is already Head.
You're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense set for a first down play.
Oh my God.
To the ground with the back.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Ooh, that nigga missed me completely. That's the young gun. That boy said he saw them niggas trying to come get on the squad. Put me in, coach.
Going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now.
Shit, when I played Kansas last week, boy, it was turnover city on both ends. I had 3 fumbles, threw a pick.
Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Beavers are in the red zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost goes. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Yeah, buddy.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
I got to go to Austin this week.
And he's going to bring it out.
Work.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on
Free
the
hotel.
sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being
Free
knocked
food.
down to the 11. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Kansas State pushing the pace. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst.
Oh, shit, I didn't think
he
was going to still throw that shit.
You saw it right there.
That was nice.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal.
Hello?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You know, this offense coming into the
score.
season was
Shit,
so important
dropping.
for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't.
He was open too, my bad.
And he goes down with the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And
We ain't tripping on that.
Had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the...
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And
We
the
almost threw a
incomplete
pick.
pass will bring up fourth down. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute.
There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that started...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, he's
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wants to fire on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is, I think, tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. This time on target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked off his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance.
That nigga forced a fumble.
It's a turnover. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd.
Ooh, I chunked it too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this one splits the uprights. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt, you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little
Understand
bit,
me?
and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Wants to throw on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Them lights went out, Lisa, or it's a breaker thing? We need new lights in there, or it's a breaker thing? In the restroom.
These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz.
No, I'm asking.
And all the different things they can do, aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys
So we need light bulbs in there? All right.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Beavers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
34, Kansas State, 21.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on first down. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they're running.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll run play action. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the...
Got a lot of running room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Fires to the wideout. And we
open now.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I do.
He is not going to catch the ball.
Made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you
All
did a
right,
lot of
go
good
get that
things
motherfucking ball, man.
Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this confidence in the running game? And he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. The Beavers pick up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch.
He throws that bitch low every time.
This offense.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw it again. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Looking to pass on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Bounced off his feet. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Grabs it in the middle. Kansas State quick to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute.
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On on 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. On the run, still looking. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Kansas City, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The lone back's got it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Kansas State in business in the red zone. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Both of y'all.
70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Couldn't quite find the end zone as they stop them on the two-point conversion and keep them from making this a one-possession game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He fires to the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one.
Oh, banana.
Have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Going downfield for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Beavers! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 2nd down coming up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He makes the catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Trying to get to him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He caught it.
Wow.
And
Come on,
he'll go
folks.
out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. One more play to pad the stats. The snap sets up the throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Scrambling away. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. So a drive there of 85 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Going for it all. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.